So pretty much wherever you are in the world at the moment, if you're in the UK, if you're in mainland Europe, if you're in the US, it's sweltering. And I've just come back from some places which are pretty sweltering, like Brazil. Thanks for the mug. But the other thing I just wanted to sort of say is that in the UK, we aren't used to this. And in fact, air conditioning is pretty rare. And just to date myself, the first time I ever had air conditioning was in a movie cinema. And that made me think a bit, like, you know, why have we never done a list of movies? So this week, we've got this amazing list of movies which all feature chocolate. And you can go away and find a bit more about them. I would strongly advise you to get yourself into a cool place, curl up with a couple of bars of chocolate, savor the chocolate, put it on your tongue, because basically as you let the chocolate melt, it will cool you down. Because just as when you perspire, the heat is pulled out of your body, same thing with a piece of chocolate. You drop it on your tongue and it cools you down. Anyway, there's a list of 20 plus movies, and I'm just going to give you some of the ones that I really love. So obviously there's a whole bunch of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory ones. I'm going to date myself again. The one I love is the Gene Wilder, the 71. I just think it's hysterical, and it's just brilliant. And he's just like the eyes, the purple, the whole lot. It's just, for me, it's just absolutely amazing. But there are some other really fun movies about chocolate too. So a couple of years ago, 2021, I think it was, there was an amazing movie, which you'll find on the blog, about a Syrian who moves to Nova Scotia, and it's about how he basically integrates through chocolate and working there. And it's really heart-moving, but it's a great story about immigration. Or if you want slightly more rom-com-y stuff, there's a fantastic French movie from 2010. It sounds as if it's going to be really corny, but it just shows how the French sometimes, they just don't need Hollywood blockbusters. This is a fantastic one. It's called Les Émotifs Anonymes. It's really funny, it's really cute, it's really, really good. If you want to go to the other extreme, be reminded about nostalgia and about how students used to protest. Have a look at the '88 movie, The Chocolate War, which is absolutely brilliant too. And then if you really want to dig into some history, we've turned up a 1930s Disney movie too, which you should have a look at. At the other end of the spectrum, there are a load of really, really, really great documentaries about chocolate. And I'm going to highlight two. The first is basically one which was done in Canada after Carol Orff's amazing book, which sort of actually kept the momentum behind Harkin Engel and behind all the BBC's work on child indentured labour and also on deforestation. And it's still really worth a read. It's still really, really worth a viewing. And then the other one is, you know, great friend of Cocoa Runners, regularly at all of our tastings and all of our events. Mickey Mastrati produced two great documentaries. I still love his 2010 one. If you really want to know, you know, what's still happening, have a look at that. But anyway, just remember, suck on a piece of chocolate to cool you down, and have a great week.